of the more challenging questions. Graph the system of equations where 3x plus y is equal to 8 and y minus 2x is equal to 3. Now something I noticed here is that both of these equations are not written in slope, intercept, form. And when we're graphing, the easiest way to graph is when both equations are in slope-intercept form, which is y is equal to mx plus b. So what I want to do is I want to convert both of these equations into slope-intercept form. So let's start with the first one. We have 3x plus y is equal to 8. And something I noticed is that when we're in slope-intercept form, y is by itself. It's on its own side of the equal sign. So what I want to do is I want to get y by itself. So I have 3x plus y equals 8. So I want to get rid of this 3x so this y can be all by itself. So we can quarantine that y. So we're going to subtract 3x to get rid of it from this side. And whatever we do to this side, we must do to the other side. So if I subtract 3x, we're going to bring down this y, we're going to pull it over here. Y is equal to 8 minus 3x. Now remember, these are not like terms, so we cannot combine these two numbers. So we're going to see y is equal to 8 minus 3x. Now hold it a second. This doesn't look like slope-intercept form. In slope-intercept form, we have the term with x first and then our constant after. Constant's a number without a variable. So what we have to do is we have to rewrite this equation so that the term with x comes before this, or comes before the constant. So y is equal to, now I want negative 3x to come first, so negative 3x, and then this sign behind this 8, although we don't see it, we know it's positive. So it's going to be negative 3x plus 8. And that there's our first equation. Now let's look at the second equation. So in our second equation is y is equal to, y minus 2x is equal to 3. Now again, we want to isolate that y. We want to get that y in quarantine by itself. So we want to get rid of this negative 2x. We want to bring it to the other side. So to do that, we're going to add 2x. We're going to do the inverse of negative 2x and add 2x to both sides. So this and this will cancel out. And now we are left with y is equal to 3 plus 2x. Remember, we can't combine these. They're not like terms. They don't have the same variable. And now we have to rewrite them so that the x term comes before the constant. So y is equal to, this is positive 2x, so we can just leave it as 2x. And this is positive 3, so it's y equals 2x plus 3. Now I'm going to make this my red equation just so we can see this better on the graph. I'm going to make this my blue equation. So now we're going to graph these two. So let's start with the red equation. In my red equation, we'll come down here a little bit, we have a slope, which we refer to as m. Our slope is negative 3. And our y-intercept, which we refer to as b, is over here. This is positive 8. So we're going to start with the y-intercept. Remember, the y-intercept is always on the y-axis. So I'm going to find 8 on the y-axis. So remember, this is our origin here. And to find positive 8 on the y-axis, we're going to go up. So we're going to go up to 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is our 8 right here. And this point right here is 0, 8. our x is 0, where our y is 8. Okay. Now, we're going to use the slope to find the next point. And remember, if we're talking slope and we want to talk in graphing, we want to do rise over run. So we want to put this -3 into a fraction and turn it to -3 over 1. And this is rise over run. Now, if we're rising -3, that sounds weird. We're rising -3, but we know if it's a negative number, we're not going to rise. We're going to go down. So we're going to go down 1, 2, 3. We went down 3. And because our run is positive, we're going to go to the right. So we're going to go down 1, 2, 3, and we're going to 1 to the right. That's one of our points. And then we're going to repeat this process. 1, 2, 3, 1 to the right. 1, 2, 3, 1 to the right. And once I'm comfortable with the amount of points I have, I can now draw a line going through all of my points. Boom. This here is 3x plus y is equal to 8. Right over here. Plus y is equal to 8. That's that line right there. Okay, now let's draw our blue line. Now for this blue line, our y-intercept is 2. Not our y-intercept, what am I saying? Our slope, which is m, is 2. And our y-intercept, which is b, is 3. So again, we start on our y-intercept, and it's b, so we start at the origin, and then on the y-axis, we're going to go up to 3. 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to use our slope to find the next point. So if our slope is 2, it's 2 over 1. That's our rise over our run. So we're going to go up 2 because it's a positive 2. 1, 2, and our run is also positive, so we're going to go 1 to the right. And then we do this again. 1, 2, up, 1 to the right. 2 up, 1, 2, 1 to the right, 1. And once we're content with the amount of points, we can draw a line connecting all of our points. And here we have the equation, y minus 2x equals 3. Now I know that we kind of went all over this page, but we still have to answer this question listed over here. Lizzo says the solution is 0, 3. Determine if she is correct and explain your reasoning. So Lizzo says the solution is 0, 3, which is right here. Now, if you remember systems of equations, the solution is always where both lines intersect. So let's take a look. So I see that both of these lines cross on this point right here. And that point there is 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That point right here is 1, 5. So the solution, so Lizzo is incorrect because the system of equations intersect at the point 1, 5. So the solution is 1, 5.